Hello and welcome to the Wells College Express men's lacrosse game against the Keuka Wolves. I'm Jack Keating and this game is about to get underway. Teams are getting ready to get this game underway. So far in the season, the Keuka Wolves are 2-1 on a 2-game winning streak. And Wells right now is 0-2, but you hope to see that this changes after this game. Now time for the face-off. Wells wins the face-off. They're pushing down the field. Keuka gets possession. Cleared by the goalie. Foul called. Keuka moving the ball around here. Looking to get something started on offense. Brings it inside and that one gets knocked out. Wells fighting for possession and Keuka, tosses it up in the air. And it's a little battle for the ball, but Keuka remains with the ball. Pushes it back outside and it's knocked out by Jacob Stein, but Keuka gets the ball once again. And now a 1-minute penalty for Jacob Stein after that foul was called. Wells is so now Wells with the man down penalty. Out of bounds on Keuka. Wells possession. Hopefully Wells can, strike early and often. If they can get on the board first, that would be big. Just looking for some positive. I had 2 tough losses so far in the season. Hopefully that changes with this game today. That one goes out of bounds. Keuka ball. Keuka pushing the ball behind the net, passes it up and shoots, and that is a goal. It's for number 1, Nicholas Pfeiffer. Keuka strikes 1-0. Now another face-off, and Keuka gets possession of that one. Now they're moving hastily up the field. Look for the deep strike, and that one is good. That was Stephen Byer. There's a lot of guys on this Keuka team that are able to score. 2 big ones are Devin Gerhardt and Brandon McDonald. Both have 7 points so far on the season. 7 own goals. They have Devin has 17 total points this season, where Brandon has 8. And that's a big problem for Wells this year, is so far they have had 0 assists through 2 games. That is something that needs to change if you're trying to win games and get goals. You cannot be playing an ISO ball throughout the entire game. So you'd like to see that, some more passes and some more ball movement and get people open for a quick strike like Keuka has twice early on this game. There's another shot, and that one is good. I believe that was Devin Gerhardt. May have been Kyle Murphy. Well, struggling to remain the ball. That shot is off the mark. Good save. Isaac Kraft. 24 saves on the season. You'd like to see that he can, you'd hope to see that he can really take over this game and hope to lock down this Keuka offense. As that's another save for him. There's a 1-minute penalty. Cross check on Nicholas Pfeiffer. 1-minute man down. Score is only 3-0 through 4 minutes of the game so far. Plenty of time left. You'd like to see Wells get some offense going here. Moving the ball around pretty well. Get to the left side and back up top. Lead scorer Jacob with the ball now. Looking for the deep strike. Fakes out the opponent. Drives in. Looks for the shot. Gets tipped out. Keuka with the ball now. Now Keuka's moving the ball up. Very fast pace so far. And there's a sub out. Keuka taking their time with it. Looking for the shot, and that one is good. That's Matt Germain. For the Wolves. Now we're getting ready for the next face-off. That ball's batted up in the air. Both teams trying to find it. Not sure where it went. Keuka gets it. Wilson needs to play some defense. You can't have Keuka have the ball in your half over and over and over again. I'd love to see something change here. Spin move. Puts it inside, passes, and that one's tipped out. Keuka fighting for it. It'll stay with the Wolves. That one once again stays with the Wolves. Wolves ball. Now that one gets stolen by the Wolves. They're pushing it up the field. Rockets is inside and that pass is dropped. Fight for the ball. Gets batted up in the air. The Wolves retain. And they go for the reset. You pass inside, and the shot is good. Number 15, Matt Germain, once again. Second goal about halfway through the first quarter. Score 5-0 for the Wolves. Face off leads to the Wolves getting the ball. Nearly knocked off balance. And Wolves is playing, decently aggressive, but they're not defending the ball well enough. 35-0 halfway through the first. You'd love to see some more saves and some better defense to be able to stop this onslaught of offense from the Wolves. Time of possession is extremely lopsided right now as well. Feels like every time after every faceoff, Keuka gets the ball and they keep it until the goal is scored. Keuka just passing the ball around systematically, going around and around the net, just waiting for something to open up. Pass inside. Pass back outside. Back inside, and the shot is good. So once again, another goal for Keuka. That would be number 22, Ian Rickard. Two players on the ground for Wells. This is another cut inside. The shot is no good. That's a great save by Isaac. Pass inside, spin move. Step inside the crease, you have to imagine they're going to call it. As they do. Jacob with the cut inside now, looking to get some offense started. Blazing down the field. This is the type of defense that you'd like to see out of Wells. Keuka making them bring it inside, and then they can't find anything. They have to bring it way back out again. I like to see Wells copy a little bit of what Keuka is doing right now. Jacob trying to back down his opponent. Gets knocked down, but he stays up. Logan McMurtry, he's got a 1-minute penalty for a slash. Now it's Keuka's turn to be man down. You hope that Wells maybe could use that man down as a chance to get on the board. And that shot is stolen. Keuka rapidly pushing up the field. Keuka deep shot. That one is off the crossbar. That would have been a beautiful shot. Absolute rocket coming from about the third line. That's very impressive. Keuka goes for the reset. And that shot is just a dunk. That was Nicholas Pfeiffer again. "7-0" is the score now. 3:46 left in this first quarter. Keuka wins. Face-off, drops it a few times, but saves it. Keuka just moving the ball around so effortlessly. As I say that, the ball goes out of bounds, but they save it. Wells does not seem to be stopping this ball movement at all. Deep shot. That one's off. Stays with Keuka. And the steal attempt says Keuka gets knocked on the ground. No call foul. Now, man down penalty on Nathan Solomon. It's not what Wells needs right now. Down 7-0, 2.5 left in the first. You need everybody you can on the field. You hope that they can lock up on defense here, though. And that shot is up. Once again, good. Nicholas Pfeiffer, hat trick, first quarter. He's looking to have quite the game for himself. The score is now 8-0. Hugo with the face-off win, and now they are just once again back to what has worked so well for them so far, moving the ball around consistently and waiting for the slasher to get open and hit the shot. Wells gets the ball back, and now it's their turn to push up, but Keuka steals it. Get back on defense and recover well enough to stop the potential shot attempt. Some good defense here from Wells. They're holding them pretty far out. .45 left in the first. 15 left on the shot clock. Deep shot. That one rips past the net. And that shot is good. Dylan DeLucia. .31 seconds left in the first. Keuka once again, face-off win. Feels like they've won just about every single face-off. That really needs to change going into the second quarter. For Wells, you cannot win if you're losing every single face-off. I mean, you can, it's just going to make it a lot more difficult. 10 seconds left. You're going to look for Keuka to do whatever they need to do. 4.5 seconds remaining. We'll be headed to the second quarter. That's been the first quarter. Score is 9-0. Some things in that first quarter we saw really good offense out of Keuka. They were consistently getting passes off. They were shooting very consistently. They didn't have too many misses, and when they did, they were fighting for the ball every single time. And we're back for the second quarter. Siren signals us. 6. All right, and like I said before the break, Keuka playing some great defense, forcing Wells to back off the net a lot. When they do get a shot attempt, they're shooting it from very far out. They're not even remotely close to the net the way that Keuka has. They've had multiple shots where they're just dunking it on the goalie over and over again. So you'd like to see that change. Keuka gets the face-off win once again. Here they go once again. getting ready to push this pace. Similar strategy to see for Keuka that they did in the first quarter. Great save. That's a great save by Wells. Isaac Kraft grabbed it, landed right on the ball. Jacob now hustling up the field, burning by everybody, and absolutely decks somebody, puts up the shot, and that one goes out of bounds. Looks like everybody's okay there, though. Some great defense by Wells on the inbound. Keuka's able to burn them, though. Gets up the field quickly. Chucks up the pass to midfield. Saved by Keuka, and then they're pushing the pace once again. Keuka moving the ball. Great save once again. Isaac saving the dunk attempt. Dakota Swamp there with the ball. Got hit down, but Wells remains with the ball. Man down penalty for that on number 22, Ian Rickard. And Wells just falling apart here. Pass goes juggled and dropped, tries to roll it to their teammate, and Keuka gets the ball. You can't have those things happen if you're Wells here. You're down 9-0. About a quarter of the way through the second, or a fifth of the way through the second quarter, and you can't have those silly mistakes when you're already down by 9. You need to be playing efficiently. There's still plenty of time left. Just because you're down 9 doesn't mean the game's over, but you need to be making worth of your possessions. Keuka's shooting towards the net, getting it in most of the time on almost every possession, whereas Wells has had very few, if any, shot attempts. That's another great save by Isaac. That's 3 in a row. He saved 3 goals back to back to back. The rocket shot attempt is blocked. Keuka remains possession. Resets. Looks for the cut. Nothing there. They shoot and score. Number 15, Matt German. There's a timeout by Wells. First of the quarter. You have to imagine if you're Wells here, talking over that mistake that they made earlier where, the pass was bobbled and dropped and then try to roll it to your teammate, but that didn't work out and you fumbled a possession which led into a goal for Keuka. You can't do that. Now you're down 10. It could have been 9-1. It could have been an 8-point game. That's a 2-point swing. You got to make worth of those possessions when you get the ball, because it hasn't been many times that Wells has gotten the ball because they're losing so many of the faceoffs. We're back after the timeout. Face-off goes to Keuka. Keuka survives the double team. Keep the ball pushing. Passes all over for Keuka. Wells isn't even looking to stop them at all. It looks like they're just letting these passes go around. You don't want to bleed too far from the net, but you'd like if they were to play a little bit tighter defense. Great save by Isaac. Goes to clear it himself. And Keuka steals the ball. Cutter shoots the ball. That's another goal for Keuka. 15. Matt German. Another goal for him. He's having quite the game. This is just... It's simple offense from Keuka, but Wells is not able to stop it. You know, they're just passing around until they find a cutter. The cutter goes in, catches it, and shoots it instantly, and it's just been a goal almost every time. Don't know what has to change for Wells, you know, playing tighter defense and limiting the mistakes. Hopefully it's not too much to ask. There's another face-off and another face-off win for Keuka. Keuka bench calling out motion over and over again as there's pass inside, gets it inside middle. That shot is off. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And that shot is good. That goal by Dylan DeLuca makes the score 12-0. It was a tough one for Wells so far. Hope to see them get on the board here at some point soon. Just raise them morale a little bit. Hopefully they, you know, 1 point's all you need to start the momentum shift, go back in your favor, and bring this game back into a close race. Face-off penalty on Keuka. Wells gets the face-off this time. And this is that tight defense I was mentioning earlier that I would like to see Wells play more of. Keuka's bleeding far from the net, playing up close on top of the Wells players. Wells, on the other hand, when they're on defense, they're playing, 10, 15 feet away from the guy that they're guarding, and because of that, they're giving them ample opportunity to find cutters, to find the open man, and eventually find the open shot. And this tight defense is causing Wells to make all these mistakes, like they just did right there, with another steal for Keuka. And now they have another chance to score the ball. behind the head shot is no good. That's a good save by Wells. (13-0) is the score now after that last goal by Keuka. Wells needs to do just something. They need to, at halftime, come up with a complete change of the game plan. There's another face-off win by Keuka, pushing the ball quickly, gets it inside. A lot of motions and passes coming out of Keuka. They pass inside. Pass fake, actually. Back behind the backs. Looking to get in the middle. Passes it inside. And the shot is off. Keuka remains. Now they'll give it to Wells. They'll call that a pass attempt. Looked like it was a shot. But Wells catches a break. 6.5 remaining, second quarter. That one goes out of bounds. It goes back to Keuka. Keuka taking their time, pass fake inside, gets it back behind, goes for the reset up top. Drives inside, low shot. Is good. Number 1, Nicholas Pfeiffer, 4th goal today. Having quite the game. Wells fighting for this one. There's a chance to get it. Lots of pushing and shoving back and forth, but Keuka retains the ball. Score reminder is 14-0 Keuka over Wells. Pass fake inside. Now goes right wing. Gets it inside. Shot is up. Shot is saved. Good spin move. Gets off 2 defenders. Jacob Stein pushing up the pace. Gets it inside. Shoots and is good. Wells gets on the board. It's a big first goal for Wells. The Wells crowd goes crazy. Score is now 14-1. There's a face-off win. Nope, they'll call face-off violation. But Wells gets the ball. This is the momentum that we're talking about earlier. They get the goal. Now's a chance for them to get on the board again. Pushes inside, spin move back out. Pass fake, fakes out a few people. Passes it back behind. Keuka playing tight defense. This will be tough for Wells to get through. Shot is fumbled. Wells playing far out of the basket. Keuka making them push back further and further. Pass inside is good. Fumbles the pass though later on. Wells fighting for the ball. Whole group going for it. This is the defense that we like to see Wells play. Ooh, Jacob, good fake. Gets it inside again. Once again, and he gets hit and drops the ball. Keuka's goalie saves it. Dylan Hoed hasn't had to do too much today. His first save of the day. A lot of high passes here. Well, starting to play a little bit of tighter defense, making them make more mistakes. But, you know, you saw Keuka chase them behind the basket up at basically midfield, you know, between the third line and the midfield line. So you hope that Wells could copy them a little bit. You saw how much that they've struggled so far this game, getting really anything going because of how tight this defense is. Do you think that maybe that would work as well for Wells? Pass inside, back out. Keuka playing slow here. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Scores 14-1. That shot is off. Lots of ball movement coming out of the Wolves here. Similar to what we've seen all game, but a little bit of better defense coming out of Wells. You know, Keuka hasn't been able to do much in about the minute and a half that they've had the ball. So it's looking very good for Wells here as they get the steal. And they're pushing the pace quickly. Jacob drops the ball, goes down on the ground. Keuka's ball once again. 1 minute remaining now. 30 seconds remaining. Keuka looking to get something on the board. Shot in. Side the middle. Puts up. No good. Remains possession. 20 seconds remaining now. Back up top. Shoots a rocket bounce pass. Goes over the goalie's head, and that's another goal for Keuka. .16 seconds remaining in the first half. Scores 15-1. There remains a constant in the 2.5 games they played. Still no assists for this Wells team. We saw that in the goals for today from Jacob Stein. The way he's been, not only him, but the entire team has been playing today. They get the ball and they're kind of just running around. They don't do too many passes. The defense is very ferocious today, so I understand it is difficult, but you like to see less ISO ball. Keuka runs out the clock. And now we are at halftime. 10-minute interval here. We'll be back. Welcome back to the second half of the Wells Express versus the Keuka Wolves. The men's lacrosse game scores 15-1. Keuka leads. Second half will be We're back for the second half. Face-off goes to Keuka. Ball movement gets it to the reset up top. Passes it to Pfeiffer, who just subbed in. And Wells still, back to the ball. Not even, fully on defense, it feels like. Similar to what we saw last half, or I stand corrected. Great defensive play right there by Rashawn Beckett. Pushed up on the middleman and made him lose the ball. Now it's Wells' possession. I would love to see them do that on the back half, though, when it gets nearer to the net. Get really on the ball, get on it when it's behind the net, get it when it's right in front of the net. But that was a good play. Wells ended the last half very strong. You'd love to see them continue how they played. They're going to call a foul on Keuka, and it's going to stay Wells' possession. Wells running back and forth, trying to find an opening in this stifling defense. Pass is stolen, and they're pushing the pace now. Gets it in, pass up, and goal is good. Devin Gerhardt. Feels like the first time I mentioned him since the recap of their previous games in the first quarter. I've had a lot of other people, Pfeiffer and a few others, take over this game, so haven't really had to carry the load like he did in their previous games. I said Matt German's name multiple times as well. There's a few guys on Keuka who have really carried this load for them today. Laying right up the middle, just pushes the pace and shoots it and scores it. That's number one, Nicholas Pfeiffer, once again, starting off second half just like he did the first half. 17-1 is the score. There's an absolute snipe. That great goal. Jacob Stein from deep. The 1/3 line. Or about the quarter line or so. Just sniped it. That's 2-17 now. Great goal. Jacob Stein, second goal in the day. I don't think the Keuka was actually expecting that shot. Nobody on Wells has been willing to take the deep shot so far. They've been trying to get inside every time. Great opportunity by Jacob, and he capitalizes on it. Playing pretty well today. Keuka gets the face-off. Keuka taking their time, really slowing down their offense. Something we didn't see out of them this previous half. As I said that, they pass inside. Look to get the quick shot off. Pass is fumbled. Keuka recovers. Back up top. Looking for the deep shot, goes back behind the net. And they reset up top. Pass inside, that pass is off. Recovered by Wells. And there's a 1-minute penalty on Jacob Stein. Wells now man down. Gets behind the net. Looking for the inside pass, and that one should have been an easy goal. Just shot it too high and it went over the net. Another goal for Keuka. That was Devin Gerhardt having himself a nice second half. 2 goals within 4.5 minutes. (18-2) is your score. Keuka moving the ball around a little bit. Gets the reset going. Pushing the pace really fast inside. Goes inside, passes to the teammate, drops the pass. Jacob Stein with the steal. He's pushing the pace quickly, drops the ball. Can he recover? He cannot. Kicks it to the teammate, who does not recover instead. Pfeiffer for the Wolves recovers, and he's pushing the pace now. Hustling up, but they reset. And the bonus for Keuka here is that they're able to really take their time and use the entire shot clock that they're given to, set something up, because they don't need to rush to get these goals going. Wells down 16. If they want to make a comeback here, they're gonna have to start scoring rapidly. Good near steal by Wells. recovered by the Wolves. Pass fake, no, nearly tricked them, but the real shot was saved. And even though they're down 16, there are multiple things that I think Wells has been doing pretty well. You saw, good plays by Jacob. Rashawn, he had some good defensive stops. There was multiple times where John Favada had the ball, and he was pushing the pace. He was getting passes off. He was kind of orchestrating the offense a little bit on the offensive half of the field. So I would like to see that continue this game and rest of the season. Good hustle by both teams. Wolves get the ball. Wells has had really good hustle this game. They've been fighting after the loose balls. They've been running as fast as they can after the shots and whatever else it may be. They even if they drop the ball, they're still pushing to try to pick it up in time and things like that. So there are multiple bonus positives here and things. There's obviously things to work on like the dropping passes or other things, but that's with every team. There's room for improvement with everybody, but Wells is showing some promise, and it's good to see that. Pass fake inside. Now to the left wing. Shoots. The shot is good. I believe that was Matt German. Another goal for him. Excuse me, I believe that was Dylan DeLuca. Another face-off win. Oh, nope. Fight for it. Wells recovers. John Favado gets that one. Good job by Wells. Resets up top, and they're playing press defense all the way at midfield. Deep shot. That one is off the mark. Stays with Wells, though. And that's, one thing that Wells should work on. You don't need to take the shot, when you're 30-plus feet deep. Look for the open man. Get those passes going and get the off-ball movement going, get the on-ball movement going. You don't want anybody to be, just taking shots unnecessarily and ruining they're like wasting your, potential points and things like that. Because you only have so many attempts to score. You don't want to waste them on careless mistakes. Wells ball here. Pushing up the field. That one goes out and it's Keuka's ball. Should have looked for the pass there, but it's okay. Just get the defense to stop and you'll have another chance. That pass is too high. Mistake by Keuka. We'll see if Wells can capitalize. They're playing full court press, or full field press. Ball's up and bouncing around. Wells trying to recover. They do. They call it out. Wells. Wells loses possession there. 5.5 remaining in the third quarter. Keuka looking inside. Bounce pass is up, and it is good. 20th goal for the Keuka Wolves. We're getting ready for the face-off. That was a good goal, a good bounce shot. You know, Wells doesn't seem to expect the bounce shots often because multiple have gone in so far. You know, I haven't seen most of the saves have been because of, you know, high up in the air, right at the goalie's face kind of shots. Keuka just taking their time. And they've been using 40, 50 seconds every single time they're down the field. Really taking their time with these possessions. You'd like to see Wells do a little bit of the same, but also remember to keep pushing the pace at all times. Down 18. Just little things to work on, of course. Pass fake inside. Gets it left wing. Puts it inside. Shot is up, and it is good. No other. Nicholas Pfeiffer having quite the game. 5th or 6th goal of the day. 21 on the day for the team. 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Face-off win by Keuka. Good spin move. Another good spin move. Shrugs off a defender. And that was a good play by Enrique Castillo out of Newark, New York. Flag on the play. Wells playing up on defense here. Daniel Abreu. Playing tight defense, really making them have to reset here. Only 14 left on the shot clock. Keuka's going to have to do something quick. Drives inside, puts up the shot. Almost looks effortless. That goal was by Toby Tamino. 22-2 is your score. Face off. Pushed. Keuka wins. Pushing the pace quickly. Might just go ahead. And almost just went coast to coast, winning the face off and bringing it all the way. Could not do it. Wells playing some good defense now. Keuka barely survives that one. That was good by Wells, making them reset their entire offense. Almost goes out of bounds, but is able to save it. Pass fake. Looks inside for the cutter. Gets the pass to the cutter and no good on the shot. Step in the crease. Shooter step in the crease, so it's going back to Wells. 2 minutes now on the shot clock. Or sorry, on the play clock. Wells loses the ball. Keuka has it now. And Mohamed Arzon now in the box. That shot is good by Keuka, putting them up 21 with 1:16 remaining. Good shot from the right wing. Barely goes in, but crosses the plane. It counts. Wells ball. Tight full field defense. And the press is too much for Wells as they lose the ball. And just easily walks up and dunks on Wells. Toby Tamino, second goal of the quarter. Puts the Wolves up 24-2. 34 left in the half, or in the third. Keuka with another face-off win. 20 seconds remaining. They're going to have to get something going quick if they would like to get on the board before the quarter ends. 5 seconds remaining. Pass behind, looking for a cutter. Pass up top, goes for a quick shot. But they will not get the shot off in time. 24-2 is your score at the end of the third quarter. Now a 2-minute break until the fourth. We're back for the start of the fourth quarter. Score is 24-2 for the Keuka Wolves over the Wales Express. It's Wells' ball now after that penalty. Good spin move inside. Second spin move made him drop the ball. Keuka recovers. Keuka's doing really well with setting picks and really good off, just moving the ball around a lot. Got a lot of passes, running around a lot. But the use of doing like pick and rolls is really helpful. Wells is getting caught up on them, and then it gets the open cutter consistently. That pass goes straight to the goalie. Mohamed Arzan back to the penalty box for a 1 minute man down penalty. And the Wolves doing what they do best, just passing the ball around a lot. Gets it behind, waits for somebody to cut in. Pass right wing or left wing, back to the middle. It's nearly stolen, but saved by Keuka. The fake pass behind the head goes straight to the teammate who's cutting in, and he gets the open shot. What a beautiful play. The fake behind the head faked out the defender, and it was, at that point, wide open. Great play by Keuka. Keuka recovers after that nearly stripped ball. Just lots of ball movement. Keuka doing this every single possession, and it's worked every single possession. Very few times that they've taken a shot that they, probably regret. Taking consistently smart shots, open shots, getting open teammates. You'd hope that in the future Wells will look back at this game and see what they were doing, what the opponent was doing really well, and maybe they added to their game. Because this could be a great learning experience for Wells. Shot clock violation. Loose balls back and forth. Wells recovers. Nope. Keuka gets the ball. Keuka really, it keeps saying it over and over again, but it's working so well for them. The picks, the passes, the just constant offensive movement. It's hard to keep track of the ball if it's always moving. If one person's holding it the entire time and they're just trying to cut and slash and spin move and whatever they can just to get to the net, it's pretty easy to stop them because where they're the only person who's gonna have the ball is them. Keuka's confusing this Wells defense by just consistently getting passes off. Another shot clock violation by Keuka. Looks like there's an injury on the field. We're back in one. It's all good with the injury, it looks like, and we're back in the game. Eight and a half remaining. In the fourth quarter, scores 25-2. Wolves are up. Keuka, they're consistently 2 times in a row now, about to be 3. Down to 10 seconds remaining. The last 2 times they had shot clock violations. They had one earlier in the game where they scored on with 2 or 3 seconds remaining. Only 3 seconds remaining. Deep shot, that one's off. And it's another shot clock violation. They're just wasting as much time as they possibly can. And it's smart. They're causing Wells to not get the ball for 80 seconds at a time. That's 240 seconds in a row here. That's 4 minutes that they've wasted for Wells to not get the chance to get the ball. That's a very long time in a 15-minute quarter. They've wasted over a quarter of the quarter with their 3 shot clock attempts or violations. So not much you can do if they're just holding the ball and getting it away from you. Driving inside, pass to the other wing. Fumbles the pass, nearly goes out of bounds. Wells playing some tight defense now. Cuts inside, ball is up. Recovered by Wells. Nope, recovered by Keuka. Keuka really taking their time once again. Clearly, that is their game plan. They knew once they got to the fourth quarter, they got to just hold it. They're just waiting to make the smart passes, the smart shots, and that right there, deep shot, goes in. Number 13, Dylan DeLuca. Another goal for him today. A lot of guys for Keuka having very good games. Scores 26-2, 6:11 remaining in the fourth. That shot is off. They're going to call it a pass, and it's going to Wells. Pushing the fast pace. Blazing up the court, or the field, excuse me. It was Nathan Solomon, but the ball got stripped and it's going back to Keuka. Wells over the head, driving in, past the right wing. Ball gets stolen, nearly Wells trying to recover. Fighting for it. Players on the ground, they do recover. Jacob Stein with the ball. Good recovery there. Cuts back towards the middle. Looking for the pass fake. Pass to the left wing, bring it back to the middle. Driving inside. Looking for the shot, wide open opportunity, puts up the shot, no good. And it's going to Keuka. That was good movement right there. Wells got the ball, passed it, recovered a ball too. Passed it to the open man, drove inside and just, happened to not connect with the net. But that was a good possession, and I would like to see more of that from them in this game and in future games too. 22 1-minute man down penalty. Dan Stevens. Good save by Keuka there. So, this will be the third tough loss in a row for Wells so far. But, you hope that they can start to learn from these games. And, start to maybe copy what their opponents are doing. All three opponents have put up 20 plus. So, maybe you start to look at what they're doing right, what you were doing wrong. And you start to change your habits, your tendencies, and, you look to try to do better in the future games. We've seen some good defensive possessions, some good offensive possessions from Wells here. You'd like to see some, in the future. There's a shot clock violation by Keuka. In the future, you'd like to see some more ball movement, a lot of more passes. You saw Keuka today, every possession doing, a dozen passes. Whereas Wells was not even guaranteed to do one. So, if you start passing the ball more, players start running around, getting open, start cutting and slashing and, trying to fake out their man and do all that stuff, you're going to start getting those layup goals like Keuka was getting today. It's a fairly new team. A lot of these players are new, so you don't expect them to be performing as well as other teams that have been playing for years, but it's all a learning process over time. They will get better, obviously, and you hope that you can learn some of the things that you see these other great players do to you. And there are positives to take here. Isaac had a couple good saves today. Jacob had those 2 goals. He was playing pretty well. He was pushing the pace quickly and going for it, and getting people involved when he was getting stopped on offense. So, there's things that they can definitely continue to do, and there's things that they can do to improve on. Whereas Keuka, they just looked great today. They looked very dominant. They looked like the better team, passing the ball a lot, really explosive offense, consistently too. Great save there by Isaac. A consistent offense. They were continuing to score and stop them on, they would score on offense and then go and stop them on defense. They were winning almost every single face-off. And that was a big thing for Wells. You need to start winning these face-offs. It's tough to win the time of possession battle and to score consistently when you aren't getting the ball to start. You can win the game by not winning the most face-offs, but it just makes it another challenge on top of whatever other challenges may exist already. 19 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Score is 27-2. We'll see if Wells can get on the board with these last few seconds or if they'll just run out the clock. Two seconds remaining. Keuka gets the ball and they clear it. And that'll be your ball game. 27-2 is your score. The Keuka Wolves best the Wells Express. It's a good game from both sides. They tried hard and they did their best, but you'd like to see, hopefully in the future, Wells come out on top after this tough loss. The men's, though, you will see them again Saturday, March 25th versus Hilbert. I'm Jack Keating, and I'm signing off of this Keuka versus Wells men's lacrosse game.